faggots.
I just paid the cost to do business. I just paid the cost. I just paid the cost. I just paid the cost to do business. I just paid the cost. I just paid the cost. I just paid the cost to do business.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. Team Bringing from Facebook. I'm doing a quick little video with my friends / wrestling buddies and shit. And, just to let everybody know, yeah, this is September 10, 2016. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm under Chris Dilworth or Mr. Team Bring It. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, King of Shade for you. Also, you can, matter of fact, if you want to look at any of my previous videos or past videos, you can hit me up on WCC247.com on YouTube. So, tonight, I'm going to be talking with my other friends. We're going to be talking about Mr. CM Punk's debut in the UFC. He went against Mickey, what's his last name, y'all?
Oh, shit, I don't remember his damn last name.
I forgot his damn last name. He left the octagon so damn quick, I forgot his last name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody, if y'all were looking for an impressive debut from CM Punk, you were not going to get it at all.
Don't get me wrong. I was hoping he'd last a little bit longer, but as soon as I saw him go in and old dude got him down to the ground, I was like, it's a wrap. That's it.
Yep. I said it too. I pretty much said it too. When he took him down, when he did the takedown, I was like, oh, dog, I seen your takedowns in the training video, bruh.
Yeah.
You ain't ready for no ground game.
And see, you know what? I think where he messed up at, he was taping some of his workout shit. And I'm looking,
yep.
And I'm like you. I'm like, wait a minute. Dude, did they not prep you for takedown shit? Because that's what it looked like. Because anytime his sparring partners took him down, it's like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on here?
I don't think he was ready, period. He was not. He came in totally unprepared. Like, literally. He came in there with that Michael Jordan crying face. Literally, getting ready to lose. And
the average age for a UFC fighter is about 24, 25-ish. 20, a little younger. Right. You coming in 13 years too damn late. What you expect? You're not Brock Lesnar. You can't.
Brock Lesnar, the difference between
Brock Lesnar is a freak.
Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, the difference between them two is
a lot.
CM Punk, yes, exactly. It's a lot. Okay. Brock Lesnar came in there. He was already a beast. This man is a multi-time college champion from the University of Minnesota. He's
high school and college.
Yeah, he got an amateur wrestling background. Then on top of that, he's a national champion. The list goes on and on. Brock Lesnar has an impressive resume and shit. CM Punk, on the other hand, he did backyard wrestling, and then he went to the Ring of Honor. Not throwing no shade, but I'm just saying.
13 years is too late, man. 13 years. He got 13 years on you. On him. 37 and 24, you do the math. 13, dude. He got 13 years, dude.
It's like it's like I was telling Chris. It's like you got CM Punk, who's pretty much been like you said, backyard wrestling, independent wrestling, and then WWE most of his life. going up against a kid who's not only younger than him, but also, like I said, probably been in martial arts since he was like 5, 6 years old. So, I mean, come on.
They said, they did the belt comparison. They said in Biju, CM Punk has a white belt, you already know. Then the dude has a green belt. So he's probably about, what, 4 belts? No, because I think they go by stripes, too. So he's about 4 belts from being like a fucking black belt, just about. If I
yeah, because it's like, I think it's like green, and like you said, you got the stripes, and then I think it goes brown, purple, blue, and then black.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, to make the I'm gonna tell y'all like this because I'm giving you the real tea, everybody. Look, CM Punk came in there, and he came there unprepared. He thought that this was going to be another WWE experience, and it clearly wasn't.
Right.
I still love CM Punk. I do. I mean,
no, Chris, call it what it is.
He came in there like
he came in there like a dick. That's what he came in there.
Right. He came in there, thought that he was going to, like, you know what I'm saying, he thought he was going to get an easy win. He said, well, he's an amateur or whatever. Like, he's young. He don't know shit.
Right. He even said in a training video, like, who is this guy? I never heard of him. Like, dude, you talking down on your opponent, but yet he has more professional fights than you? Hey, bro, you gotta hustle your fucking self.
But see, my thing is, my thing, I would have thought that they would have put him against somebody who's just not coming in as well. I would have thought. I wouldn't think they put him against somebody, as you said, somebody who's experienced in MMA fighting. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy had a great speech, saying something about, fuck the hate and all that other stuff. But in the back of his mind, he's like, yeah, bitch, I owned you. That's basically what I did. I owned you. So, I would just say it like that. I mean, because, during the weigh-in, CM Punk was very disrespectful or whatever. He didn't even shake dude's hand. He was disrespectful at the weigh-in. Yeah. At the weigh-in, he was disrespectful. I'm like, bro, you do realize this ain't WWE. This dude comes out, wants to shake your hand, basically saying, hey, welcome to UFC. I'm trying to shake your hand, and CM Punk just basically rushes up on him, goes nose to nose. It's like, dude, really? This what you gonna do?
You wait. If he went nose to nose, like, bro, you ain't at that level yet. You ain't John Jones and Daniel Cormier, bro. You ain't at that level where you can go where you can put your nose in somebody's face and try to hype it up, cause like. They
broadcasted the weigh-in on Facebook. I had to watch it. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, dude, don't do that. Don't come in there.
So, okay, so let me ask you guys this. Does this fuck up CM Punk's credibility?
I would say no. No.
Okay,
I mean, because he did. He did something that most, like you said, most people wouldn't even step in the ring to do, or whatever. I mean, I give him credit, but I'm still gonna make fun of his ass. I'm still a fan, but I'm still gonna make CM Punk. I'm still gonna make fun of you. I have to.
Now, see what could possibly make him lose his credibility is after this, he don't come back. He goes straight back to WWE. Nah, if he does that, not only does he lose his credibility, but he looks like a bitch. Point blank. If he goes back to WWE after one loss, ain't nobody gonna play. So at least stick around. Why say it in till he was like 12 or something? Everyone
I told one of my guys this too. I said he probably thinking in the back of his head, I'm going to call Vince right in the morning. He's like, Vince, I'll be at work Monday. I'll be at work Monday and Tuesday.
I mean, because
don't get me wrong. I'm like Chris.
I mean, he got severely fucked up.
Uh-huh.
Like, literally.
He did. Don't get me wrong. He did. He did, but it's a learning experience. I mean, he made some huge mistakes, but go back, just like how he did in WWE. Go back, look at what you did wrong and learn from those mistakes, and then come back stronger. Don't just quit after the first loss. I mean, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest. Oh, go ahead, man. My bad.
So everybody, Oh no, this is actually fake. Never mind. Okay, they have a.
He probably called.
No, they have a picture of Triple H, and they got these or TVs that's in the back of Triple H. Triple H is smiling while CM Punk is like, he got the sad face or whatever after he lost tonight. So funny.
Probably called it. Triple H probably calling Shane right. I mean, CM Punk probably calling Shane right now. Hey, you need somebody to do a run in for the AJ Styles match.
Oh man,
I'm available.
Like I said, if he leaves UFC, not only did you came in 2 years. You spent 2 years in contract already with UFC. Most people thought you were training already, at least trying to, learn something to kind of prep yourself. All right, you got your match. All right, you started doing the promoting and all this other stuff. Did the weigh-in, came in. Don't get me wrong. I was happy to hear him come in with his entrance music. I mean, it was from WWE. It was great.
It's like that's how fast. And my life was like taken away from me within milliseconds. Yeah.
But it's like I said, he needs to stick with it. Don't just quit after the first loss. Stick with it. Get stronger. Build up your arsenal. Build up your resume. Definitely work on your takedown. So I mean that's something that his trainers need to go ahead and take a look at. It's like, look, this is your weak spot. That's your weak spot right there. Is takedown. Once you get taken down, we need to work with you to get you out of that. So the next time it happens, you're prepared.
I mean, to me, he strikes me more. He strikes me more as like a person that would be more of a striker, and they said that he's more of a striker. That's what he would strike me more as.
Who, CM Punk?
Yeah, he'll strike me. He looks more of a striker to me.
Yeah, I mean, he was that way in WWE. That was his thing, was strikes. You would think they would build on that. Be basically be a stick and move guy. Don't get me wrong. I know this is MMA. It's live boxing, but it's also this, that, and the other. But it's where you got guys who are strong in one area. You got other guys that are strong in both areas. This guy he went up against, obviously takedowns is his shit. He can do takedowns in his sleep, basically. So it's where
obviously CM Punk is very weak in that area.
Yes. We found that out big time tonight. But basically, right now, that's basically what happened. What needs to happen. His trainers need to go ahead and work with him with takedowns and basically build up his long distance game. Basically, keep guys at arm's length. Don't sit here and let guys, try to take you down to the ground because you threw. That's what Brock Lesnar did. Anytime he went up against Frank Mir, when Frank Mir got him down, that was it.
But Brock Lesnar was like a straight beast. He just didn't give a fuck. Brock Lesnar got both. He got skill, power, size, dominance. I wouldn't really say like endurance. I mean, he does, but he wears out very quickly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he's very but it makes up for his power. I mean, Brock Lesnar, it does. I mean, it's the reason why they call him Suplex City. He'll wear you the fuck out. Like, really.
Because that, like I said, that was his thing. But like I said, if you go back to some of his earlier stuff, Frank Mir was his biggest opposition in UFC. Frank Mir had Brock Lesnar's number from time to time.
Time. Well, yeah, he did beat Frank Mir. So I really, yeah.
I don't know how to really say this without like really being like a dick. It's just like I just really feel that this was a mistake.
It was. It was a mismatch. It was a mismatch.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at Mickey or whatever, it's like, okay, look at this scrawny with some musculars or whatever. And it's like, he was overlooked, and you know what I'm saying? And everybody thought that CM Punk would, at least he might, like, squeak out a win or whatever. And he didn't even have a chance.
I didn't think that.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely... Mickey was definitely one of those guys that if you just look at him, yeah, you sit here thinking, okay, you know, it's going to be easy. But then when you look at his resume, that's where they messed up. I think they just looked at him and just thought, okay, this is going to be a piece of cake for you. Somebody in CM Punk's, okay, I'm going to say it just like this. Somebody in CM Punk's camp needs to be fired right now, point blank. Somebody needs to be fired because they should have looked at this guy from front to back in between each chapter. Somebody just looked at the front cover of this guy and said, okay, Punk can take this guy. That's pretty much what they did. They didn't do no kind of in-depth research on this cat.
You know who that would be? You're the president, Dana White.
Well, I mean, like I said, like, you know,
Dana White can run that. Dana White can run that book.
We can place blame or whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, not even me. And you know what I'm saying? I love wrestling. That's like me going to a wrestling ring and knowing that I have no experience whatsoever. No experience. And I'm going in the ring and I'm going against Sadist. You know what I'm saying? And I get speared like a motherfucker and shit. And then, you know, and then I get counted to get pinned 1, 2, 3.
Right.
That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's how CM Punk did. CM Punk walked, like literally not walked, but rushed at his opponent. And the first thing he did was he looked at his legs, took him down, never got back up, never recovered.
Basically.
That was stupid for him to do that. I said first, I mean, even Stevie Wonder, and God bless his soul, you know, God bless his soul. You know, God bless his soul. I mean, you know, just because you thought just because you
say literally.
That's not shade. Shut up. That's not
yes,
shade.
It is.
No, it's not. Now, what you did earlier, that was shade. That was complete darkness, dark forest type shade. What he's saying is, even Stevie Wonder would have known better than to rush into something that was his first time.
Oh, I thought Chris was gonna say that even Stevie Wonder could have seen that.
No, I mean, it's just like, you know, he threw the ball, thought he made the shot, and everybody said, oh, you know, like that type of shit. But the thing is, CM Punk wasn't blind. He just was unprepared. And I'm sorry, you can't expect to prepare yourself within 2 years, get into an octagon or whatever full of savages and beasts and the land of the hungry. You don't do no shit like that. And that's why I say I respect Punk for his speech. He's very outspoken. I love CM Punk. But at the same time, you did a stupid-ass move. I'm sorry. Like, if he went to the WWE, I wouldn't even be mad at him. But anyway.
I kind of would. To be quite honest, I kind of would be. Because
because like, he just was, like, totally unprepared. Sam, you wanted to say a few words? Look at me. I'm up here saying like we're at a funeral. Sam, you said... Oh, shit. Damn. Forgive me. My bad. Oh, I thought I had him on block. Sam, you here?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, all right. So, speak on it, please.
Well, I have to say, you know, as sad as he went down, I kind of expected to go the way that it did.
In what way?
I expected the fight to go down, you know, in the first round, whether he got lucky and caught Mickey Gall or Mickey Gall did what he was supposed to do like he did.
But that, as you can see, that did not happen. He didn't even get one shot in. He probably got like maybe a Mickey punch, but that was probably.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was going to go one or two ways, but it was going to end in the first round either way. That's what I'm saying. And I lean more towards Mickey Gall taking advantage of the fact that this is his first fight, which is what he did. You know, I like the speech and all that, but I'm thinking ahead. He'll be back in WWE in about 2 years.
Who?
Yeah, I went there.
You think he'll go to WWE?
I said he'd be back in WWE tomorrow.
Wow. Yeah, I really like, honestly, like, you know, I really believe that CM Punk should really go back to the WWE. I think the UFC is not for him. I'm sorry. Like, you know, and
no.
I'm speaking from a fan standpoint. You know.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on. You're looking at it from the wrong perspective. In my opinion.
How?
I'm not saying that you're wrong, but in my opinion, you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. Okay? You gotta look at it this way. The way he was treated in WWE, he's like, okay, I'm a marquee guy. I'm going to show you motherfuckers how I'm going to do it. So he goes to the WWE's biggest competition right now, which is UFC, and, you know, he pulls people to come watch him. You know, a lot of people like, okay, you know, CM Punk's going to get in there and get his ass whooped, but they wanted to see it happen because they're WWE people. They're wrestling people.
Right.
And I personally feel like, you know, a lot of wrestling people turn into UFC probably for the first time just to see CM Punk lose.
Okay. Now, I'm kind of mixed with that because the thing is, like, if you paid like me, you know, guilty as charged.
I'll watch it for free.
Like
I ain't gonna lie, $3.99.
Yes, no. I'm sorry, $39.99. You know what I'm saying? You know,
$3.99 like a motherfucker all day, every day.
$3.99.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm cheap.
Yeah, y'all like to do it the illegal way. That's fine, but still, okay.
No. It's not illegal. It's cost effective. Get it straight.
No.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal if you're paying for the internet. It's not illegal. I'm paying for the internet.
See me, I'm not paying for no. I ain't paying for no internet.
All right, we kind of live, y'all. Let's keep it 100.
Anyway, going back to the point, okay. Sam, you're right about how CM Punk, how fans pretty much tune in to see CM Punk lose. But at the same time, too, CM Punk made a complete ass out of himself. If you're going to say that you're going to go to somebody else's competition and you want to make a point, first of all, the first thing that I will want to do is be prepared mentally, physically, spiritually, because you're going to need God. Some people, some of them motherfuckers, some of them fighters that come out of that octagon, you be lucky if they make it out of there alive. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
When you try to say that you want to make an impact, you want to make your point. You want to make sure, you want to tell everybody that you're the best in the world. The last thing that I want to be is to get choked out less than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It was more like 2 minutes, but I'm glad you gave him that little cushion. Go ahead.
No, they said it was like a minute. They said it was like a minute and 14 seconds.
14 seconds. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
14 seconds.
I'm sorry. He did not make no points at all to me. I don't think that there was nothing that he did that said to me, you should stay in the UFC. Basically, what you told me was all of this shit, all of this hype, all of the shit the backlash and all of, saying that he couldn't fight this day, so we got to prolong this, and then we got to prolong that one, and now we get to the day of the fight, and nigga, we only got like 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
And you don't show up to the fight? You don't show up?
That's the point. I don't think that's the point, but
unprepared.
I personally feel like if CM Punk would have lost, if he would have won, I still would have felt the same way.
Nigga, I would have been jumping up for joy, bro. I would have been jumping up for joy. Like I said, my thing was, I knew, like I said, in the back of my mind, I knew that it was a possibility that CM Punk was going to lose, okay? Because when I seen, his training videos and shit, I was like, dude, you can't be serious.
I think that was a mistake. I still say that was a mistake. For them to show some of his training was a mistake. Point blank. They shouldn't have did that.
From a strategic standpoint, you got a point. That's true. Because that lets the other person know what you're doing. That's true.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's just, Jesus. It's just, CM Punk was exposed tonight, pretty much. But I think it goes back to my original point about what he's really trying to, I ain't going to say what he's really trying to prove, but I think in the back of his mind, he wants to show WWE that he can be a draw outside of their industry. That's what I think he's trying to show people. And that's fine, but at the same time, if you're going to be a draw, your fans is looking for you to win, not lose. Because now, you lost. You didn't even make it to the first round. You made it halfway. That's not good enough, especially in the UFC. And you got motherfuckers that's online right now clowning you. Dude, you got the Michael Jordan crying face on. When you got that crying face on, you are becoming the laughing stock of the fucking internet. I said, dude, I told my bro Chris today, I said, if for some apparent reason he loses, any shape or form, if he loses, God forbid, dude, the internet has no chill whatsoever. None. And they are going to clown him on fucking Facebook. It's going to start from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram, and then it's going to rotate the next morning. Dude, it's September 11th, and like I said, for all them people that died on this day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my heart goes out to you. You would have thought that the internet would probably kind of lay off, but
internet has no chill.
That's not going to happen.
No. But you know what? Something else y'all need to kind of look for and be prepared for. I'm telling you this because I'm a CM Punk fan, but I know you're a CM Punk fan too. And watch, I bet you there is a heel in WWE right now writing down every joke he can think of to clown CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, they needed some ammunition to clown this man.
They got it. They got it.
Here's the thing I think about though.
This was a mistake, and that's going back to what Sam said. He wanted to see if he was a draw. CM Punk's name itself is a draw. That's not the issue. The issue is, what are you going to do with that power? You can't go and go to some unfamiliar territory and shit and say, I'm going to go and make my mark. Brock Lesnar did it, so why shouldn't I? I said, well, the thing was, Brock Lesnar was prepared. Brock Lesnar got a big-ass resume behind his belt. That's like saying that I went to school to get my master's degree, my bachelor's degree, you know what I'm saying, working my way up to what I want to be.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second, please, sir?
That didn't happen with CM Punk. CM Punk decided to say, I'm going to go chase my dream and hope for the best. And the motherfucker got fucking clowned.
Wait, can I play devil's advocate for a second, please, sir? Brock Lesnar lost his first fight in UFC also.
Who?
Brock Lesnar. He lost his first fight in UFC also.
He did. But he lasted longer, though, than what
I'm not
CM
going to deny it. He dominated Frank Mir, but he also made a mistake.
No doubt.
He dominated Frank Mir the entire fight, but he did make a mistake that cost him the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's my thing. I would expect somebody like Brock Lesnar to hang with any opponent. Like literally, Brock Lesnar might not act smart, but literally, he is smart in the fucking ring. He is literally smart. I would give him that much credit. But CM Punk, on the other hand, I think he went with gut instead of brains. I think that's what it was. And it didn't really work out for him in the end. And like I said to everybody else on Facebook, that this man should go back to the WWE. This is not for him. Now, even though
I think he should. Not right away. Not right away. He should.
Because if he stay in the UFC, dude, they're going to make him their bitch. I'm trying to tell you. The way he fought today, dude, Brock Lesnar didn't even fight like that, man. He knows better not to wrestle somebody that he doesn't, huh?
But what would be better? I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, I understand why you want him to go back to the WWE. My thing is this: don't just take the one loss and then pick up your ball and go the fuck home. Fuck that. Freaking take your ass whooping, learn from it, and then come back and do it again. If he's probably gonna lose again. But the thing is, he's not gonna make that same mistake. He ain't gonna come in headstrong rushing, which everybody knew. As soon as he did that, he fucked up. As soon as he rushed in, that was his fuck up.
Now, I will agree with you on that one, but see, this is where I disagree. The problem is, CM Punk, he's up there in age. Now, if he was 24 or 25, that would be a totally different story. But like y'all said before, he's pushing fucking 40. And it's not like you could say, okay, well, I'll come back in 2 years and I'll retrain, and then I'll get back in the octagon and shit. Because the more the older you get, the slower you get. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, dude, maybe you should go to maybe TNA. Go to go back to Ring of Honor or something like that. Like I said, I'm not throwing shade on CM Punk. Please, everybody, don't think I am. But I'm just saying,
I'm not thinking that at all.
I'm just saying that you got those diehard fans out there that would say that oh well, you're throwing shade on her. I said no, I'm not. I'm calling it the way it is. I seen that shit on Facebook Live with 39 other people, and I see this shit, and I said to myself, nigga, what in the fuck did you do? Or what in the fuck was you thinking? That's what I was saying to myself. And I don't think he should attempt it again. That's how I feel.
Well, you know that they signed him to a multi-fight contract, so he's gonna fight again.
Right.
And the pressure right now is on this fight. Because if he loses this fight, he'll be completely a joke.
So
completely a joke.
You think he should go there and fight again?
I think he should. I think he should. I think he should fight again. I think he should. I don't know about
I think he should too,
but I think he should.
Okay,
I think he should too.
All right. Okay, so both of y'all think that he should go back and fight again. Okay, cool. So if he goes back and he fights again, maybe 6 months from now, whatever, and he loses again, so what do you think he should do then?
Then he need to take his ass back home.
Go home where? Back in Chicago?
No, I mean home in WWE. Home.
Okay.
Well, honestly, honestly, the way they treated him, if that was true, no shade. I wouldn't necessarily go back home. Shut up. I wouldn't really go back to the WWE. Really, I think I would just like fuck it, just retire and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's why I say that, and I'm gonna be honest. This is me being the biggest fan, or not the biggest, but one of the biggest fans of WWE. You know, things are a little different now than they were when he quit. You know, he got a lot of top level superstars he can fuck with right now. You know, it's not like how it was back then where it was they was trying to push Roman Reigns so much that they had to bury everybody else to make it believable. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a little different now. You know, you got Finn Balor when he comes back, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, top of his game, Seth Rollins just came back, Architect, rebuild, all that good shit, you know. And you know, I think it'd be a good time for him to come back. You know, the only regret is he can't wrestle his biggest rival. That's my only regret. He can't wrestle his biggest rival because he's done. Daniel Bryan.
That's the same thing I was going to say. That was the same thing I was going to say. Because right now you got... Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
No, I just really wish... It's really hard for me to really say this. I mean, CM Punk left the WWE because he was being mistreated. You know what I'm saying? And I feel him on that one. You know, he should have left. If my employer is going to mistreat me and not give me what I want and I bust my ass for this company, I would have left too. But should he come back? I really feel like he shouldn't. Because, like, he literally broke his ties with the WWE. Like, he put them on blast. You know what I'm saying? Other stars have put the WWE on blast after they left. But, you know, with CM Punk is like one of them type, you know, I'll never forgive, never forget. You know what I'm saying? That's how he is. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, you can't expect to go to UFC and then think that you're going to be the best in the world, and, you know what I'm saying, and you haven't trained to be the best in the world.
Right.
So that's where you fucked up at. And now, in front of the entire world, you know what I'm saying, dude, you tapped out. And now...
Can I play devil's advocate again, please?
Huh?
Can I play devil's advocate again, please?
Go ahead, man.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not going to criticize him for getting his ass whooped for making a decision that most of the free world wouldn't have made in a heartbeat.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it took guts to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? You know, he went out there, he gave it his all. I can't even say that because I think he can do better than that because he kind of got fucked up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of got embarrassed a little bit. I ain't going to deny that. But he still went out there, gave a little speech, whatever, and that's why I personally feel like he'll be back in the WWE in about 2 years from now. Like he's gonna get that UFC money, you know, because he got a contract. You know, he's gonna fight a couple fights, maybe one or two more, and then you know he's gonna use that momentum and go back home and, you know, do what he has to do. Because I don't know if you noticed or not, but quite a few old heads, not gonna say old heads, but people they let go. They're starting to look at them like, okay, we fucked up. We need to get them back home.
Yeah, and see, my thing is this: it's where, WWE is bringing a lot of their Attitude Era type guys back. But with that being said, it's where now they got this cruiserweight division that they're starting up. So it's where you got to look at that as well.
What's that starting up, Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it came so quick. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
I mean,
so now we're going to talk about the WWE. Oh, okay. So, you know what? Since we got more time on this video, I guess we're going to, like, kind of slide over to the WWE now. So, I'm not going to get into Backlash right now. I'm going to, like, pretty much, like, wait until tomorrow because that's tea for another video. But let's talk about like the shit that's been going on recently in the WWE. Rumor has it that Cesaro is leaving the WWE. As a matter of fact, as soon as he's done with his 7 rounds with Sheamus, whatever, he's supposed to be leaving the WWE now. I think that's just a rumor. I don't think he's just going to up and leave like that, but he has expressed his dislike for being on the on the Raw brand or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He even said on Twitter that he wanted to be on SmackDown because he feel that that's where he would be best at. Like, that's where he can showcase his talents. And, so
I can agree with that.
This rumor came out, maybe last week, I think?
I don't blame him one bit.
I don't blame him either.
If he leaves, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, and to be quite honest, it's going to be another Punk situation, because it's where you have Cesaro is so talented that it's where he can work so many different people, and the match is going to look good. There are so many different people that are about to come up from NXT, from the Cruiserweight thing. I mean, they're about to come up, and it's where any one of them can work Cesaro, and it's going to be an amazing match.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
Yeah, and like I said, Cesaro to me is probably one of the most powerful wrestlers on the WWE roster. I mean, second to none, like literally.
Right.
Like, he's like one of the most powerful ones I've seen. And the problem is with the WWE feels like if you have not been homegrown or whatever, then they consider you someone that they can't use. And that's where they keep fucking up at.
I'm going to go deeper in that. To build on your premise, because somebody like John Cena, who is also known to be a pretty strong motherfucker, is a homegrown WWE guy. Because Cesaro, in my opinion, outshines him night after night, and that ain't hard to do, because Cena is a strong motherfucker.
Yes, he's very strong, but at the same time, like, he lacks, like, okay. He tries to, like, expand his move set. I'll give him that much credit. But at the same time, like, going against somebody like Cesaro, like, dude, like, really literally outshines him in every category.
I'm talking about in pure strength, because if you compare the two, I haven't seen Cesaro put Big Show and Edge on his back for a FU. I haven't seen Cesaro do that yet.
No, but I have seen Cesaro like suplex somebody from the outside to the inside.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
At the same time, Cesaro does feats of strength on a nightly basis. Maybe not to that magnitude, but he does do good shit on a nightly basis. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, it doesn't. It wouldn't surprise me if Cena had something to do with this lack of push behind Cesaro for that very fact.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's very political backstage, just like Triple H is.
If you look at the Raw brand roster versus the SmackDown brand roster right now, there are a lot more independent type guys on SmackDown than there is on Raw. Hence why Cesaro wanted to go to SmackDown, because that's where his talents can be exemplified. Mm-hmm. Basically, and you know what? Basically, look at it just like this. Right now, with them doing the brand split, and then you got guys from NXT coming. Right now, you got WWE in Raw. You got independent in SmackDown. That's pretty much how people need to start looking at it right now. You got the independent industry on SmackDown's roster, and you got the WWE roster, the WWE brand type wrestling on Raw, and that's why Cesaro wanted to go to SmackDown, because he knew that his talents would look better, his skill and his arsenal would look better on SmackDown than it would on Raw. Even though, the Cruiserweight division is going to Raw, but it's where you got to look. I mean, do you honestly think Cesaro is going to take the time to drop weight just to go to the Cruiserweight division? Come on.
No. Because it would be literally pointless, because like I said, Cesaro is not even a cruiserweight type of guy.
Exactly.
So that's why I say he's not, his whole moveset, his whole, he's a brawler. He's not he's not an acrobat. I mean, even though he flies like one, but his choices are very limited. Either he quits or go back to Ring of Honor and shit. And honestly,
no.
I don't want Cesaro to go because he got so much fucking potential. How he comes out, you know what I'm saying, James Bond and shit. Shit's cold.
Yeah.
I can work with that. I mean, they can work with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They should really give him a push to be a major champion on either SmackDown or Raw, but for some apparent reason, since he has been there, he has only won the tag team titles. He won the Andre the Giant, Battle Royal, whatever. He's been a U.S. champion. But if you look at all of those accomplishments and really ask yourself, what have you really accomplished in the WWE other than winning those titles or whatever?
Nothing. He hasn't done anything, and for me as well, that's a problem. And it's I don't know who said it, but you have to understand something. A lot of the behind the scenes stuff affects the TV stuff that y'all see. Case in point, the biggest one I could probably think of is Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy, that's my best example. Kennedy pissed off Randy Orton, did a move or something. Orton went to the office people, made complaints, yada yada yada. Next thing you know, Kennedy's gone. He's on TNA now. So I mean, that's something people need to look at. I mean, and then like you said, who knows if Cena had anything to do with Cesaro. And then also it's where you gotta remember when Tyson Kidd was in, Tyson and Cesaro were an awesome tag team. I mean, if Tyson hadn't got hurt, I'm telling you, they'd still be they probably have them going up against New Day or something right about now. But because Tyson Kidd got hurt.
And like you said, politics in the back, and a lot of fans don't know what goes on in the back, whatever, and that can literally make you or break you, not wins or losses, whatever, because that shit is scripted. It's more so who you're cool with, who you're enemies with, who your frenemies or whatever, or who your allies, and you know what I'm saying? If you're an ass kisser like Randy Orton and John Cena and shit, you better make sure that you're over with them or you're good with them. Otherwise, if they don't like you, they're going to make sure that they get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? They basically remind me of the old clique. You know what I'm saying? Back from 96 or whatever with Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and 1, 2, 3 Kid and Triple H or whatever. Back then, Triple H, he was just he was the brown nose or whatever of the group or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I remember that shit. Yeah, that shit is crazy. But yeah, now these days, I don't know how everything's changing in the WWE, and actually for a good way. I could definitely say for the last 6 months, I have been really thoroughly enjoying WWE television, literally.
Right. And a lot of people think that's Triple H is doing.
Do you think it's Triple H doing?
I think it's Triple H because if you notice, Triple H, and I don't know about Stephanie, but Triple H has a lot of hands-on with a lot of the guys at NXT.
Yep.
And so, I mean, it's where that I think a lot of the changes that are going on is because of him. And it's where I think because Vince is still trying to hold on to his ideals on what he feels works, within the WWE. That's why you still kind of see the big men type wrestlers still kind of have titles and everything like that.
And to me, that's not working for me, dude. It's really not working for me.
That hasn't worked since the 90s, man. Honestly, since the 90s, when Shawn Michaels first won his heavyweight title. That right there signified that a big man does not have to have a title, a big title, to make a name for himself.
Right.
If you think about it, at the time, compared to the rest of the guys, at the time, Shawn Michaels and X-Pac were the smallest guys on that roster at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to everybody else, Shawn was small, X-Pac was small. But Shawn had to a degree, had a better work ethic than X-Pac. And,
now,
I mean,
let me ask you a question, you and Sam a question. I was talking about this with one of my friends, whatever. Now, I don't remember. I think this was via Facebook, I believe. I think so. Okay, Apollo Crews.
Okay.
Apollo Crews, to me, I seen some of his videos before he came into WWE. Motherfuckers like fucking off the chain. Like how, like he got, muscles in places where you never thought that he had muscles. And he's athletic, agile, powerful in the ring. And you know what I'm saying? People even said that he could be a Black Cena, possibly. What do you think is going on with him?
They're booking him retarded. The same thing they did with the same thing they did with Neville. You know, they're booking him retarded. You know, it's kind of the same thing with Corbin. They just happen to put him with a guy that know how to sell everything under the sun in Dolph Ziggler. But, you know, it's because, you know, Triple H has, for the most part, complete reign over NXT, but Raw, SmackDown, the main brands and shit, Vince still has the same. He still has the last word. So, you know, he kind of got to play the game. You know.
And see, and another thing I'm gonna put in there. It's where, and I hate to pull this card, but everybody knows it still happens to this day.
Don't you say it?
I will too, because look,
keep it 100, my dude. Keep 100.
I'm gonna say it. It's because yes, he's athletic. He's got the skill. He's got the talent. He's got everything you could possibly imagine to put him in title pictures. But
he's a nigga. But he's a nigga.
Exactly. Because he's a black dude.
He's
not gonna get the pushes that everybody else feels he should get.
Oh, my nigga.
I don't care what nobody say. Everybody's like, oh well, what about Rock and what about this? What about? It's like, okay, case in point, you go back through any videotape of on the WWE Network when it comes to The Rock. When have they ever acknowledged his African American side? All they acknowledge is his Samoan side. That's it. They don't say nothing else unless they talk about his dad, which they barely even talk about that.
The last pure black champion they had that was relevant was Booker T. And look how they did him with Triple H.
I wouldn't even call him relevant. To be really honest with you, and that's a good point.
They bullshitted him. That fucking King Booker shit was straight bullshit. That King Booker shit was just that shit.
That's kind of funny that y'all brought up Booker T because I really feel that he, I feel like he didn't accomplish shit in the WWE. Like honestly, I think he
honestly
came there,
no.
I think he literally came there to surrender the WCW championship, and they made him like look like a spinneroonie coon. Like literally.
I personally feel like
if I don't know what matches they are, but if you look at his storyline against Triple H,
oh, it's big time house nigga type shit.
Oh yeah, that shit was horrible. I personally feel that. No, I personally feel that Booker. Go ahead.
Before you get on to that, speaking of house niggas or whatever, or making them seem like, you know what I'm saying, they're thugs, you can tell in between him, Booker T, and who else? MVP. You know they had the audacity to bring up their jail records or whatever when they went to jail. Whatever.
Every time.
Single fucking time.
But if you look at the white wrestlers or whatever that had, like, you know what I'm saying, their backstories or whatever, not once have you heard them. Well, with the exception of probably Eddie Guerrero. Because they brought him up too.
Who's also a minority, hint.
Yeah, anybody that's like a minority or whatever, or anybody that's being like that's below being a Caucasian or whatever, they always like, you know, stereotype them as like being like niggerish or being a wetback or whatever. Excuse my language. So, but this is how the WWE really treats their black and Latino wrestlers or whatever. The only way that they could like literally get over if it serves their interests. That's the problem. It's like literally being ran by Trump, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And what did you?
No, that's like 4 different radio shows now. Oh yeah, I can't wait.
What I'm trying to think. Another gimmick. No, well, not a gimmick. Crime Time.
I'm sorry, Crime Time was funny as hell. I'm sorry. That was funny as hell.
Don't get me wrong. Crime Time was funny. But stereotypical as fuck.
See, I looked at it as where they took the stereotypical aspects and then like ran it way through a wall. Like, made the shit so unbelievably retarded it was funny.
Right.
You know, and that's what I liked about the gimmick because, you know, I can't really see too many, you know, thugged out dudes from New York doing some shit like that for real. You know, on some legit type shit. So they had to make the shit comical. That's why I fucked with them like that, because they made the shit completely over the top. And that announcer dude, he sold it for me. Roll your 40s and grab your blunts. It's prime time. That shit was hilarious.
Definitely. And see, and also something else people need to kind of look at. If you look at some of the earlier stuff of Cena, back when he was on SmackDown, the jerseys, the music, the cars, all niggerish type attitude. But as soon as he got drafted to Raw, and he was in that spotlight, complete 360. Now it's where it's just you know, they changed his finisher to the attitude adjustment. He still wore the jerseys and stuff to a degree. But it was where they were definitely kind of getting him away from the basketball, football jerseys and trying to get him into his own type merchandise type gear, getting him away from the throwback stuff. And if you notice, he pulled up his pants.
I'm going to tell you how all that shit started. All that shit started when John Cena was doing his Thugonomics gimmick. Guess who was his number one fans at that time? It was 2 type of people. The old school wrestlers that kind of fucked around with the Rock, Stone Cold, at 96 crowd and up. It was them, and it was like 13, 14-year-old teenagers.
Right.
Now,
I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead, man.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. During that time, when he was on SmackDown before he went over to Raw, I was a Cena fan. But then
I was a Cena fan too.
When he switched over to Raw
and they started changing him, it started to get on my nerves because I'm like, dude. And they want to say when AJ Styles showed up, I'm gonna put the attention on him for a little bit. When AJ Styles came over, they wanted to sit here and say he sold out. No, the fuck he didn't. You got a man who has done everything on the independent circuit. Everything. What else was there for him to do but to go to the WWE?
Make more money.
Exactly. Now, if you want to talk about somebody that sold out, I'm gonna say it. Look at Cena, because I'm sorry, when he was how he was on SmackDown, to be quite honest, I honestly think that was the real John Cena. That was his mentality. That's how he was as a person, point blank. He flipped over to Raw, complete turnaround.
Well, let me get back to this shit, because I got so much to say about that John Cena gimmick, because they fucked up with that shit. They really did.
Because if you look, like I said, like everybody has said before, that is a black gimmick. That whole ergonomics and all this other bullshit.
Yes.
What white motherfuckers gonna like say some shit like that? Hey, I mean, it's very, very like, you know, with the exception of Eminem and, you know, a host of other, like, you know, white rappers that I highly respect, but still in reality.
Wait. Can you name 3 of them outside of Eminem and Vanilla Ice?
No.
Okay.
Because there really ain't any. To a degree,
I can name 3 of them. Asher Roth. You got what's that white broad? Asher Roth. See, y'all need to listen to music. That's a whole different topic.
Oh, because I don't know her.
Asher Roth is actually a dude, but.
Oh, okay.
We getting off topic though. Let me jump back on the Triple H for a second before we go back to what we were originally talking about with this Thugonomics thing. The thing about Triple H is that he's the only wrestler that's prominent right now that has links to both the PG era and the era before that.
True.
You know, so that's where a lot of the fans kind of link to him. And, you know, he was an asshole, but he was good at doing it, much like how everybody loves Kevin Owens right now for the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
something else. Go ahead. Something else I'm gonna touch on.
But I want to jump back on this. I want to jump back on this John Cena thing for a second, because I think personally the reason he sold out, as a lot of people like to say he did, was because going back to the demographic who fucked with his character, the teenagers, all of them had younger siblings that looked up to them and also watch wrestling and all that shit. Because you got to, you know, as much as old heads like wrestling, like me, you, and Chris, you know, we all love wrestling. We old heads, but it's a lot of fucking kids that love wrestling. A lot.
Right.
And when they start seeing that John Cena, you know, was, you know, generating a buzz and all that kind of stuff, the people who really hold the power in WWE, which is the stockholders, said, hey, we need more money. So market this guy. You know, he got, you know, everybody likes him because he did the black thing, and let's just push him. And that's why everybody hates his ass right now.
Right.
So they hate his ass because his ass don't know how to change fucking gimmicks. Now, They won't let him change gimmicks. It's not that he can't. They won't let him. It's different. First of all, the motherfucker's almost out of. He about to leave. I mean, niggas, he went from full time to now part time and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to like kind of like change now. Like, you part time, no one really gives a fuck about saying if, you know, Cena sucks or, well, let's go Cena. Nobody cares about that anymore. Nigga, you've been there for fucking 15 years and they've been saying the same shit over and over and over again. Do you actually think that, you know what I'm saying, your merchandise is relevant still? Maybe to the little kids, but
apparently he still is to a degree.
Let me give you a scenario.
To a certain degree, yeah, but
let me give you a scenario real quick. Quick scenario. Okay, you're John Cena. You're the type of person, you know, you kind of react to the way the crowd goes for the most part. You know, you'll chant one way or talk another way depending on how the crowd goes. You've seen them done it. Many a time. Okay. Now, bless you. Now, it's clear. You can see his promos. He wants to go heel. You can clearly see that.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to go heel. He hasn't
But they won't let him.
Like the past 15
they won't
years,
let him.
he hasn't. That's my point. They won't let him change his side because he personally makes them the most money right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why. His merch is through the roof. I mean, you got AJ Styles and New Day, but John Cena's merch, his shit is consistent. He makes them stupid amounts of money. Plus, he does all these shows and all these, appearances and stuff like that. I don't know if you've even seen the fact that he's been putting out these retarded-ass ads lately where he's just going ham on people. The shit's hilarious.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's everywhere.
This is kind of like contradiction because, like, at the same time, like, okay, if you're, like, the face of the WWE, that includes outside of the WWE as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, say, like, okay, well, you want to make your Make-A-Wish, like, appearances and all that, which is all good. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I respect that. But then you out here talk about some damn motherfucker this and motherfucker that, rated R movies. I mean, yes, those WWE fans do go watch the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're not going to talk about Make-A-Wish, by the way.
No, we're not, because the same, and you know what, this is what kind of gets me about John Cena. The same thing that he tried to clown Rock about. What is he doing now?
He does the same shit.
Exactly.
He's the same exact shit. So that's what I'm saying. It's his whole gimmick, his whole attitude or whatever, which he's trying to make it seem like he's not doing the same thing that Rock is doing, but you're doing the same thing that he's doing. You said that The Rock, you know what I'm saying, left the WWE to do some movies. Aren't you doing the same thing too?
Exactly.
You a fucking rapper.
And it's not.
You a fucking thug. You was out there portraying that you was a gay-ass thug and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you want to clown a Rock for dressing up in the tutu. Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna say it like this. It's where that when Rock left, he was he didn't just like up and leave as much as Cena wants to say and try to say. He gradually left. Gradually. Like it took a minute for him to kind of completely go into Hollywood. And it's where if you look at what Rock did, the movies Rock kind of did at first, it was where, he was trying to get his feet wet, trying to see what worked for him.
Mm-hmm.
Cena, on the other hand, you got somebody, and you know what? I'm gonna use some of these Disney Channel kids as an example. You got Miley Cyrus, who has played this cookie cutter character who's wholesome and all this other whatever. As soon as she got out of that Disney fucking mode or whatever, completely lost her shit. Now you got Cena, who's pretty much went from bad boy, Dr. Thugonomics, whatever, went to Raw, became this whole wholesome Make-A-Wish, as you put it, Make-A-Wish Foundation, whatever type dude. Now it's where he's changing, coming out of WWE, jumping straight into movies. Now it's where, like you said, originally he was kind of doing movies just like Rock, trying to feel himself, trying to get an idea on what to do. Now he's freaking doing movies where he's fucking bumping and thumping some chick, or like got all these fucking spray-on tattoos, fucking selling meth, cocaine, and all this other shit. I got this, that, and another dime bag of this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Whatever, did you get a hold of whatever Miley Cyrus and Britney Spears was fucking smoking on as soon as they left Disney Channel? What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't just freaking...
To add on your point, how many movies has John Cena made that wasn't produced by the WWE?
2, 3.
How many has The Rock made? How many has The Rock made? At least 7. At least 7.
The last.
You just got to start from the time he started the Fast and the Furious series. That's like 4 right there.
The last WWE produced type movie Rock did was The Rundown.
Yep.
That was the last one. After that, Hollywood. Cena did 3, 4 WWE produced movies. The Marine, 12 Rounds, that Family whatever. There was another one.
Exactly. What the fuck has he made? Exactly.
Because come on now, The Rock is like he's not that type of caliber. He's not that star that does WWE movies like, you know, The Chaperone or some shit. You know? Right. No shade to Triple H, but still, like, you know, it's just I don't.
Can I interject real quick? Since we're throwing shade out, I want to give a shade out, not a shout out, but a shade out to Matt Hardy. Give Teru Mikami his fucking gimmick back, Matt.
Now you gonna use your airtime to shout out somebody that's totally irrelevant.
Nah, fuck that, man. He's stealing the fuck out of that dude's gimmick.
Oh my God. He is just like not relevant at all. That's why I said I pretend that Matt Hardy is not there. You know, looking like, you know, if you want to talk about stealing people gimmicks, how about, like, you know, Frederick Douglass or some shit? You know, since we want to talk about gimmicks.
Well, since I kind of brought it up, did you see the Delete the K match?
No, I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Hell no, I didn't want to say shit.
It was pretty interesting. I'm gonna throw it out there like that. I'm not gonna say it was good or bad. It was pretty interesting. It kind of left you wondering kind of few things, but it was definitely interesting, and it's kind of the direction that I kind of see TNA needs to go in to kind of compete with WWE to do some outlandish shit like this. That's why when they did the first one, you saw the WWE come immediately back with the Wyatt compound. And they immediately came back with that.
I gave up on TNA a long time ago. Like, honestly, I can't believe they still on the air.
I never got into TNA, period. But I'm gonna say it like this, and then I'm gonna have to run.
Yeah,
but it's where that right now, with the whole Broken Matt, Brother Nero, and all this other stuff, right now TNA is in their Attitude Era. Right now, that's where TNA is at. They're in their Attitude Era. That's where TNA is at right now. So it's where, you're going to see some off-the-wall, outlandish type shit. And, I mean, to be quite honest, when they had ODB there, that's a prime example. Everything we saw the Divas do back in the Attitude Era WWF days, that's what she was. In one wrestler. In one female wrestler, that's what she was. While WWE had all these different female wrestlers doing this, that, and the other, TNA just had one that was freaking just off the wall.
But for those who don't know, ODB was an acronym for One Dirty Bitch.
Yep.
And she was fucking awesome at being it, too. I mean, man.
Well, everybody.
You know what she does now?
Huh?
She does cooking shows now.
She does? Oh,
yeah,
I wouldn't.
She does.
I would have never guessed that.
I'm a diehard wrestling fan. I just follow up on shit like that. She does like really camping / grilling cooking shows. Like she would make some really good chicken in like the weirdest of environments, like in the middle of a cave or some shit.
See, I'm not about that life, and while we're on the subject, it's time to go. Everybody, thank y'all so much for viewing this show. I wouldn't even call this a show. This was just basically we're just talking shit about CM Punk, and then we led into the WWE and all this other shenanigans.
We are the segue masters.
Yes.
Shade.
And two, I want to let everybody know, too, we will be having another wrestling show. It will be called WTW, a.k. We're talking wrestling, Fatal 4-Way. It will be with me, Mr. Sam over there, our buddy Chris, and Ron. I don't know when it's going to be premiering. I think it's going to probably, because right now we're still in that planning process or whatever, but as soon as we get some information, and when I do another video, whatever, because I really don't do a lot of videos on YouTube, I will let you guys know on a future video. So, thank you guys for coming on the show, or on this little talk, whatever.
Way to take it moving.
Y'all know where to find me on Facebook, Mr. Team Briggy, a.k.a. Chris Dilworth, whatever. Where can they find you guys?
I'm either on YouTube, Matthew Collins III, or you can find me on Facebook, and you can actually find me on Instagram, The Real C-Dog Collins.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook as Sam The Realest Spade. That is D-A, not T-H-E, The Realest Spade. And you can also find me on YouTube as Just My Two Cents, JMYTC. That's my Twitter handle. Follow me. I got some real shit to say about all this bullshit that's going on in the world. Holla at your boy.
So, thank you guys for coming on, and everybody, remember to give a thumbs up to this video on the YouTube, WCC 247/YouTube.com, and we see you guys later. And go Packers. Bye-bye.
Peace.